Beautiful night out here in Staunton, Virginia, as the Staunton Braves and the Covington LumberJacks open their seasons, Valley Baseball, on YouTube TV via Staunton Braves. My name is Ethan Dufresne on the call tonight. Like I said, season opener on a beautiful day. It was raining earlier, but we got some clear skies, sunny skies with a couple clouds. Sun's getting to set, nice little breeze going. Beautiful night for some Shenandoah Valley baseball. Just a little background information for you before we get started. So both these teams are coming off a season where neither of them made the postseason. Staunton was 17-23. Covington was 20-20, a 500 record. Last season, we found Charlottesville beating Purcellville in 3 games in the championship. That was the Tom Sox 4th ever title. Starting out on the mound tonight for the Braves is number 30, Ishmael Barrero. He's a junior out of Chipola College. Hometown is Winter Garden, Florida. So he's taking the mound to start the 2025 Braves campaign. Covington will be batting first here at the top of the first here in Moxie Stadium. Batting first is the catcher number 1, Denixon Suarez, followed by shortstop number 4, Jendy Gonzalez, number 3, left fielder, number 33, Blake Opie, batting 5th, the second baseman, number 5, Trevor Murray, batting 6th, first baseman, number 25, will be Edwin Melendez. Batting 7th will be the designated hitter, number 31. That'll be Victor Lopez for you guys tonight. And batting 9th will be center fielder, number 2, Freddie Oquendo. So leading off for Covington tonight will be number 1, Denixon Suarez. First pitch goes in for a ball, and Valley Baseball is underway for both Covington and Staunton. Called strike 1. Tipped off the bat. That's going to be strike 2. It's going to be out at first base. It's going to be a line drive straight to the ground out straight to the pitcher. So that's going to be out 1 here in the top of the first.
Now batting number 4, the shortstop from Miami-Dade College, Jendy Gonzalez.
Jendy Gonzalez is coming up next for the LumberJacks, a senior out of Miami, Florida. Currently attends Miami-Dade College. I was going to call ball 1. That's one of my favorite parts as I'm slowly starting to get familiar with the Valley Baseball League in general. The fact that you can have multiple kids from multiple levels of play, D3, D1, all on the same team, coming together here in the Shenandoah Valley to play the sport that they all love. Fantastic way to expand the sport. 1-1 count. Line drive straight to first baseman. It's going to be out number 2.
Now batting number 33 from Hillsborough College, Blake Opie.
Blake Opie is going to be third, the left fielder tonight. Opie is from Clearwater, Florida, and plays for Hillsborough Community College. Ground out straight to the pitcher once again, out at first base. So an easy 3 outs for Staunton. And we'll get to see some Braves bats coming up next here at the bottom of the inning. Rafael Peraza gets the nod today to start out the LumberJacks 2025 campaign. Kid's Peraza is from Aventura, Florida, another Florida kid. Miami-Dade Community College, Kendall. He's a sophomore, 6'2", 195. Bats and throws right-handed, so they got a right-handed pitcher coming out today. Curious to see how that affects the Braves offense. We'd like to thank one of tonight's sponsors, Van Fossen Rentals, for helping out Staunton and helping us put on the show that we have today, not only here in the booth, but also out here for the fans to enjoy of Staunton, beautiful Staunton, Virginia. It's been a beautiful couple days since I've been down here. And getting a chance to, go around town, meet some of the people, check out some of the buildings. It's a fantastic place to be, and I'm extremely looking forward to getting the chance to be with you guys for all home games of the Braves campaign this season. Lincoln Pack will be leading off for Staunton. Senior from Mount Morris, Pennsylvania, playing for Pensacola State College. Takes a cold strike one. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. Swings, can't tell if he hit contact on that or not, but nonetheless, strike two. Fouled off. Stays 1-2. Popped up. And you get under it. Drops the ball. That's going to be a fair ball. And Pack's going to be safe at second base. So a leadoff double for Staunton. And we have our first base runner of the game. We got Cooper McDaniel up second, left fielder. from Little Rock, Arkansas, senior for University of South Carolina, Beaufort. With one runner in scoring position. Ball's just a bit outside. 1-0 count. Ball's a little bit high and outside again. That's going to be 2-0. Cooper McDaniel, 6 foot, 185, bats right, throws right. Swings that one in the dirt. It's going to be 2-1. Swing and a miss. Even count, 2-2. Still 0 outs, runner in scoring position. Outside again, full count, 3-2. McDaniel being patient at the plate in his first at-bat of the season. Good qualities to come for McDaniel. Swing and a miss. Ooh, ump calls it foul ball.
Now batting third baseman, number 19.
Correction, that'll be out number 1. Wyatt Pfeiffer will be up next. Wyatt Pfeiffer, kid from Greentown, Pennsylvania, senior at James Madison University. Got the chance to follow him along through the Dukes campaign this past spring. And it is amazing to see him hopefully thrive as a player here for the Braves, and can't wait to see how his season goes. He's a tough kid, fantastic attitude, fantastic part of that JMU baseball team. So we are really looking forward to see what he has to show here in the Valley Baseball League. Called strike 1, even count. Still got that runner in scoring position. Ball down in the dirt. Pfeiffer's got a 2-1 count. Only one out. Switch hitter. So this kid is an all-around fantastic baseball player. Tipped off his bat. Foul ball. Even count, 2-2. Pfeiffer's hit by the pitch. So that's going to leave runners on second and first. Still the one in scoring position.
Now batting.
Aaron Jamison is designated hitting tonight for Staunton. He is a junior from Morgantown, West Virginia, playing in his hometown of Morgantown, West Virginia, for the one, the only West Virginia Mountaineers. get to see our first Big 12 baseball action of the night. Hit left field. That lands. Down comes Lincoln Pack to score. And Staunton puts up the first run of the evening. 1-0. Wyatt Campbell, the first baseman, number 14, he's coming up next. Still got a runner in scoring position, second and first base. He's hoping to put another one in here. Campbell, senior out of Florida Southern College. Called strike one. Hometown is Ocala, Florida. Bats right, throws right. 6'4", 205, so nice, big, tall kid. I'm liking the socks from him tonight. He's showing some flair. Hit! Deep center left. Popped up. And they get it. It's called. Brings runner from second. Safe at third, so runners on the corners for Staunton with 2 outs. So successful advancement of the runner, and Staunton's looking to score another run. Ty Kaluski gets the nod tonight at catcher. Another Morgantown, West Virginia native. This time, he's playing for Fort Scott Community College, junior. Check swing that one. Ump's not going to call it. Ball 1. Beautiful little sunset over the trees here at John Moxley Stadium. Gorgeous Staunton, Virginia. Runner stays safe at first. Another check swing that they're calling strike. 1-1, even count. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. So far, an early start to the Staunton Braves bats. Seeing a lot of offensive firepower so far. It's going to be strike 2. So 1-2 count. Peraza trying to retire the side here and hopefully bounce back for the second inning. That one's going to be in the dirt. Runner gets back to first safely. Still got runners on the corners, 2-2. Trying to pick off. Runner on first again. But Jamison is not budging. Great reaction time. Hit deep center. Might be going under it. He's got it. So that's going to retire the side. Only 1 run scored. 2 men left on base for Staunton. Covington's going to get another shot here at the top of the second. So at the end of the first, Covington 0, Staunton 1. We would like to thank another one of our sponsors tonight, H&R Contractors. And also, if you've some free time tomorrow, please come on out for our second game of the season, a home game against May 31st against the Waynesboro Generals. You can get your free tickets at Centera, Henry Funeral Home, Premier Moving, and Chick-fil-A. Also, promotional event before the game, we have music at the Moxie. We got the Goodson Band playing at 5 p.m. until roughly 30 minutes before first pitch. So please come out, enjoy some music, and enjoy a fantastic baseball game. All right, so beautiful top of the inning for Barrero. Coming off easy 3 batters, no men on base. Looking forward to doing that here in the top of the second, too, and continuing his streak. The Braves would also like to give a huge thank you to Dave Brooks Electric for donating their equipment so that we could complete the backstop netting project here behind home plate. Could not have done it without their generosity. So once again, thank you, Dave Brooks Electric, for your help in making our stadium safe and as beautiful as ever. Willie Mendez leading it off here in the top of the second. Another Florida native, something we've noticed through this Covington roster. There's a lot of Florida kids here coming out to play in the Shenandoah Valley. Wonder if they think it's cold up here, even in the summer. Once we get to July, I doubt they'll be thinking that. But, yeah, I mean, not even just hometowns of Florida. A lot of kids playing school in Florida as well. We got Miami-Dade College, multiple Miami-Dade College students. Miami-Dade Community College, Kendall. A lot of kids from the Miami area, Aventura, Kissimmee. Edwin Melendez from Kissimmee. Full count, 3-2. Hit near center field. And he is called out at first base. What a beautiful throw from number 9, Jackson Ingram, the Staunton native, also playing at West Virginia.
Number 5, from Hillsborough, Trevor Murray.
Trevor Murray. Trevor Murray's up next. 0-1 count, 1 out. No men on base. So, Trevor Murray, sophomore, Hillsborough Community College. Called strike 2, 0-2 count. Trevor Murray, a young kid, sophomore. 1-2 count. Looks a little bit high and outside. That's going to be 2-2. Even count once again. Swing and a miss. That's going to be out number 2. The Kissimmee native I talked about earlier, he's up right now. Edwin Melendez Lake Sumter Community College. He's a junior. 6'2", 210. Just want to note right now, these Covington jerseys that they got right now are absolutely beautiful. As Melendez takes a big swing for a even count, 1-1. Called strike 2, 1-2 count. Tipped off his bat. That's going to be a foul ball. So Melendez, at bat, gets to stay alive. Here's the pitch. What a catch by Wyatt Pfeiffer. Beautiful snag from the third baseman tonight. As Staunton retires the side 1-2-3 once again.
If you know of anyone
We would like to thank our organization tonight who is feeding our Staunton Braves Premier Lawn and Landscape. If anyone or any group that you may know is interested in providing a post-game meal for the Braves coaches and players, please see Miss Joyce. Peraza comes back out here, hoping for a cleaner half inning. But so far, we've got a fantastic ball game. 1-0, bottom of the second. As that sun finally starts to tick away behind the trees. It's getting a little cool out here. It's an amazing sight to see out here. All these Braves and LumberJacks fans coming out for a home opener. Nothing more American than bonding together for a little bit of baseball on a Friday night. Staunton native Jackson Ingram starts the bottom of the second for Staunton, sophomore from West Virginia. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit high, 1-0 count. Little bit outside, it's going to be a 2-0 count. Tipped off and fouled. 2-1 count. Ingram, a 5'10", 173 sophomore. Again, it's amazing watching Staunton natives play for the team that's basically in their backyard. But also, fantastic season from West Virginia. In college baseball. So, yeah, obviously West Virginia, as Ingram draws a walk, and there is a runner on first base. Like I was saying, though, obviously West Virginia, prestigious program at the Division I level. So it's an absolute blessing to see these kids on the field making plays in a beautiful city tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley. Ryan Price up next as he takes a big swing for an 0-1 count. Price is from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Plays at St. Joseph's University. Just a little bit outside for an even count. Tries the pickoff play once again. Ingram stays safe at first. Pickoff play again. Ingram is also going to stay safe again. So we got Peralta out here on the mound, really being mindful about these base runners. Price takes one for a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ingram goes popped up behind. And it's going to stay a 1-2 pitch count. Ingram's got to make that walk back to first base. Showed a little bit of speed there. Looked like he was running a 40-yard dash at a draft combine or something. As they try and pick him off, they get him! So Jackson Ingram, after multiple attempts by Peralta, finally gets picked off at first base. What a fantastic play for Covington. And just like that, the bases are empty once again. Price still up to bat, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. So Ryan Price catches a strikeout, and that is 2 outs very fast for the Covington LumberJacks. Ryan Fluharty, the kid from Burton, West Virginia, is playing right field tonight. Up to bat. As that ball goes outside, Fluharty plays his college ball at South Carolina Upstate. A branch of the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, who had a fantastic year in not only baseball, but also softball. Hosting a NCAA regional in Columbia, South Carolina for softball this season. As Fluharty takes another strike, 1-2 count, 2 outs. And just like that, Peralta has had a fantastic half inning. Here's the pitch. Can he finish it? Yes, he can. Swing and a miss. So 2 strikeouts and a pickoff for Peralta as we move to the top of the third. What a fantastic outing for the starting pitcher tonight. You know, this was a Staunton team that got a couple hits off of Peralta in that first inning. Good to see him bounce back. This is a reminder that Valley Baseball League is responsible in part because of a donation from Major League Baseball. Score stays 1-0. Ishmael Barrero still out there. Beautiful 2 innings of play from him as Covington has only used 6 batters. Special shout out to all of our merch, food, beer garden staff members who help run stadium operations here at Moxie Stadium, leading to a beautiful night out and a fantastic day to start the season. Leading off the inning for Covington, Victor Lopez, another Florida native. He's from Miami, playing his ball at Arizona Western College. So still a hot place to play, but other side of the country. As he takes a 1-2 count. I've been to Arizona a couple times. Only for Thanksgiving, though. I feel like, oh! Big hit by Perez in the head. Hope he's okay. As he takes first base. Looks like he's all right, which is beautiful. Jason Bellows playing third baseman tonight for Covington. Fort Myers native. Plays his baseball at the University of Dayton. Whenever I think of University of Dayton, I think of that 2020 Dayton Flyers men's basketball team. Obi Toppin. Man, they took that tournament away from us. I really wanted to see them make a run. As that ball is a wild pitch. So runner advances to second. So a wild pitch from Barreo. One of his first notable mistakes of the night. Down in the dirt again. It's going to be a 2-0 count for Jason Bello. Fort Myers, Florida, man. That's a beautiful place. Third ball in the dirt. 3-0 count for Jason Bello. That's a ball 4. So an easy 4-pitch at bat. And he's going to take first base. Freddie Oquendo, the sophomore from Hialeah, Florida, is up next. Barreo pitches. Called strike one. 0-1 count. Runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. Barreo looking to get one on the board here and record an out. Ball's a little bit low, so 1-2 count. There's the pitch. Hit. Deep. Center fielder's got it. It's caught for a good, clean out one. Runners stay put. Denixon Suarez, number 1 from Doral, Florida. Sophomore from Miami-Dade College. Back up at the top of the order for Covington. 2 men on base. That one's going to be hit for a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Way outside. 1-1 count. Barrio. And Suarez swings at it, making it a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh. So it's going to be out number 2. Runners stay put. Gonzalez back up for his second time tonight. Blooped near to third base. Force out at second. So a beautiful play again to retire the side for Covington. No runs scored. 2 men left on base. So we're going to see the Braves back up here in just a moment. Love seeing the families out here in the ballpark today. Whether you're a LumberJacks fan or you're a Braves fan, welcoming all to Moxie Stadium on this beautiful, chilly, windy night. Lucky that the rain decided not to come our way. The weatherman wanted to see some baseball today. Peraza stays out there. Fantastic inning from him. In the bottom of the second, with that pickoff play on Jackson Ingram, and then 2 very nice strikeouts on fantastic pitches. Looking to see more of that here in the bottom of the third. Once again, we would like to thank our one of our sponsors for the night, Van Fossen Rentals. Thank you for everything that you do for Staunton Braves baseball. Called strike 1. Lincoln Pack back at the top of the order for Staunton. Ball's a bit outside. 1-1 even count. Pitch. Called strike 2. Here's the pitch. Little bit low, called ball 2, even count once again. Pack out of Pensacola State College. Never been to Pensacola, but love the Florida Panhandle, as that's called a strike. First out of the inning for Covington. Third strikeout
Now batting number 15, Cooper McDaniel.
for Peraza tonight. His past 4 at-batters, remarkable. Cooper McDaniel back up to bat. Arkansas kid, as he hits it, flies out into right field. So an easy out for Covington. That's going to be out number 2. As Wyatt Pfeiffer comes back up for Staunton.
Now batting number 9.
Pfeiffer having probably the best fielding opportunity we've had so far with that fantastic line out to end the side earlier this evening. Backhand grab, textbook, beautiful play. Looking to see more of that from him this season. As he hits it back, fouls it, 0-2 count. So can Peraza finish off the side? Peraza with the pitch. Fouled off once again. The thing about Pfeiffer is he makes contact a lot. This kid, you can foul it off him a couple times. I've seen him, watching him at James Madison, have some long at-bats. Peraza with the pitch again. Called strike 3 to end the side. Beautiful fourth strikeout for Peraza. Really stepping it up after that first inning. We're going to go to the top of the 4th as Covington comes back up to bat.
How we doing today?
Somebody just wants some potato chips.
Potato chips if you want.
Somebody wants some potato chips. Thanks to one of my fellow intern colleagues, Ben Yaloff, down there in the stands. 4:04. If for some reason you're watching this live stream when you're at the game, go get your potato chips. Barrio warming up again for Staunton. A so-so inning last time. Still having a shutout. Still having a great day. But you could tell Covington started to get their bats fired up a little bit. We had 2 men left on base. And remarkable fielding from the Braves. But we'll look to see how he performs in this upcoming side of the inning. Speaking of potato chips, I'm seeing some people with some burgers, some popcorn. I wonder if I could call a game and eat a hot dog at the same time. I feel like I'd be pretty good at it. Just kidding. I don't know if they'll let me do that.
Number 33.
Blake Opie, getting back on topic, pardon me. Blake Opie leading off for Covington this side of the inning. As a called ball 1. Opie, 6'2", out of Clearwater, Florida. Called strike 1. Swings at it, makes contact. It's going to be 1-2 count. Hit deep in center field, and it's caught. Beautiful fly out. Made some pretty good contact, but When you're hitting it deep center,
Now batting.
you got to have a ton of power if you want to hopefully make it over the fence. 360, the deepest part of this fence here at John Moxley Stadium. Deep center field. Hopefully get to see somebody hit it deep center at some point this season. As Willie Mendez is up to bat with a 2-0 count. Another Miami-Dade College baseball player. Strike one, 2-1 count. Barrio giving up a decent amount of strikes this inning from what we can tell. So that's another ball, 3-1 count. And he is going to draw a walk. So Willie Mendez on first base for Covington. Starting to get some of the bases filled for Covington in the top of the fourth. Number 5, Trevor Murray is up next, the sophomore. Barrio with the pitch. Little low and outside. It's going to be called ball one. Almost hit him, but it's going to be outside 2-0. It's the pitch. A little bit low. 3-0 count. Murray hoping for either contact or another ball here. Barrio throws it way outside. It's going to be a ball. Run with a runner in scoring position for the second time tonight for Covington. And Murray moving to first base. Edwin Melendez gets another shot at it here in the fourth. Runner in scoring position. 1 out on the day. Just a bit inside, almost hit him. Could be 1-0. One thing that I'm starting to notice with this Staunton fielding is the second baseman and the shortstop always seem to be moving. They're shifting around, preparing for anything that's ready to come, and I think that's a fantastic way to up your fielding. And we saw that last inning. Some pretty good fielding attempts from a bunch of guys, couple highlight plays. Here's the pitch, hit, popped up near second. Infield fly rule, yep, caught it. Runner stay put. Murray with the catch. 2 outs. Victor Lopez up next to bat for the LumberJacks. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Barrio looking to close out his 4th inning of the night. The pitch. Look dead center from up here. That's a beautiful 0-2. Lopez down to his last strike of the at-bat. Last strike of the inning for Covington. Potentially. Here's the pitch. Makes contact, foul ball. I was mentioning earlier, Arizona Western College. One of my favorite teams of all time was that 2020 Phoenix Suns team with Devin Booker and Chris Paul. Wonder if he got to see some Phoenix Suns games. Maybe that influenced his decision to go to Arizona Western College. They get crazy out there. Their games are electric on TV. Their fan base is amazing. As Barrio takes another pitch, and that's going to be a strikeout. So, a great end to the inning for Staunton. Barrio finishing the inning with a strikeout as we move to the bottom of the fourth, where the Braves will now get a chance to hit once again.
If I could bring your attention.
We got a dizzy bat match out in left field.
Yeah!
If you look on the left of your screen, they're going to be doing a dizzy bat race. So basically, they're going to spin around a certain amount of times. Do I know that number? No. 10 times, as my buddy Ben just said.
And then after you're done, you're going to run out to Jace and then back.
Before this starts, hopefully I can do some commentary. Please join us tomorrow, May 31st, for our game against Waynesboro as they start spinning. So it's a dude in red and a lady in blue. Got to spin 10 times around, and they have to reach our other intern, Jace, out there. He is, if you can see him, he's in the blue shirt, standing kind of where our shortstop is. Oh! I don't know their names, but he just fell. She's going. She's got him. She's like Usain Bolt out there. She's got to go back around. She's got to go back around. Oh, is he going to try and tackle her? Oh, that's cheap. That's cheap. That's cheap. He just stiff-armed what I think is his own daughter. Who in their right mind is stiff-arming a nice young lady like that? Anyway, man in red takes that as we move to the bottom of our fourth inning. Peralza's still out there. Ball one. Aaron Jamison, Morgantown kid, back out again, the Mountaineer. See if he can get the Staunton bats going again as he tips that one foul. See, it's moments like that dizzy bat race right there that make Valley baseball so special. It's more than just a game for us working, but also the fans as well. It's a full-on family experience. If you can get the chance to come out here, please absolutely do. It is a whale of a time, no matter what stadium you go to, no matter who you see. As that's a beautiful call. Is he going to reach it? Looks like Ump's going to call him out. What a fantastic way of pursuit for Aaron Jamison. As he didn't hit, obviously he didn't hit that very hard, and it went straight to the first baseman. But that man put on his wheels. I thought it was Lightning McQueen out there. Fantastic pursuit, even though he did get called out. That just shows that these kids really care about this baseball, and it is a wonderful product for you and your family to come out and enjoy. Peralza with the pitch. A little bit high. We're going to call that ball one. Wyatt Campbell, senior out of Florida Southern College, up to bat for Staunton. Hit center field. Is that going to get over the head? Yes, it will. And that is gone. Wyatt Campbell with the inaugural home run of the season for Staunton. And we have a 2-0 ball game. And like I said, I might have called it earlier. I promise I don't have voodoo magic. That was a deep center home run. Was it the deepest part of the field? No, but man, I couldn't hit a baseball that far. That's why I'm up here in the booth. But yeah, a fantastic home run from Campbell, and hopefully, potentially, the Braves their bats might start lighting on fire after this one. Ty Gillespie, the catcher, up to bat, looking to potentially repeat what Wyatt Campbell just did. One count. Peralta with the pitch. Hit deep left field. And that one's gone. Nope, up against the wall. Called it safe at second base. So not a home run like I originally thought. But Gillespie had a fantastic hit. And we're starting to see some deep, and I mean deep hits from Staunton. A little bit of mound meeting between Peralta and his catcher. As Jackson Ingram is back up to bat with a runner in scoring position. Peralta with the pitch. Called strike 1, 0-1. Peralta with the pitch. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Tipped foul outside of the ballpark. 1-2 for Jackson Ingram. The 1-2. Outside. 2-2, even count. In the bullpen right now, we have Jeffrey Furman warming up. So it looks like Peralta's day might be coming to a close soon, as Peralta got a nice strikeout, catching Ingram looking for out number 2. Ryan Price back up to bat for Staunton. Westchester, Pennsylvania native, just outside of Philadelphia. Not a big Eagles fan myself, but I respect Jalen Hurts and the tush push. 1-0 count. So they called it a balk and took the pitch off the marker. So a fresh start for Ryan Price. And it's not going to go in his favor. Called strike 1. 0-1 count. 2 outs left. Runner advanced to third. The 0-1 in the dirt for a 1-1 count. For those of you just joining in, a lot of deep hits for Staunton. And A couple good fielding and pitching moments for Covington, but just can't get the bats activated. As Price takes another ball, 2-1 count. The 2-1 inside, 3-1 count. Looking to potentially walk for runners at the corners for Staunton. The 3-1. Walk. Runners on the corners. Ryan Price. Didn't need that extra ball at all. Still got the walk. Still on first base. As Peralza is about to have a mound meeting, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors for tonight. H&R Contractors, one of our many sponsors. Thank you for everything that you do for Staunton baseball. And also, all that are the organization that's feeding our Braves players and coaches tonight, Premier Lawn and Landscape. If anyone or any group that you may know is interested in providing a post-game meal for the Braves players and coaches, please contact Miss Joyce. So it looks like Peralza's day is over. And number 7, Jeffred Furman, the sophomore out of Miami, Florida, playing for Miami-Dade Community College Kendall, will be taking over on the mound for the LumberJacks. If you have nothing going on tomorrow, May 31st, we are back at home here at John Moxley Stadium versus the Waynesboro Generals. Get your free tickets at Centera, Henry Funeral Home, Premier Moving, or Chick-fil-A. Had some Chick-fil-A breakfast this morning. A delight as always. Early morning in the ballpark here. Getting our live stream set up for production. Nowhere else I'd rather be in the world right now than here in Staunton, Virginia. Watching a fantastic ball game. We've seen a little bit of everything this game. We've seen deep home runs. We've seen deep hits against the wall. We've seen fantastic fielding. We've seen pickoffs. What more could you ask for? So still 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting for the Braves.
Ryan Fluharty is going to be Farron's first batter against for the night. Burton, West Virginia native, playing for the University of South Carolina Upstate. As he checks swings, and they're going to call it a strike. Farron with the 0-1 pitch. Low in the dirt, 1-1 count. Runners at the corners for Staunton. Looking to put a couple more on. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. Oh, they're going to try and pick him. And they get him again. That is the second pickoff of the night for Covington at first base. Ryan Price looked like he leaped a little bit left of the base. Had to reach a little bit far to get back. Try and get back safe. But that effort's not going to work as Farron retires his first batter, his first out, might I add, with another pick out for the LumberJacks as we move to the top of the 5th. I would like to thank One of our sponsors again, Van Fossen Rentals. Thank you for everything you do for Staunton baseball. Looking back at the research, looking back at the history of both of these teams, there's been a lot of different little. It's been a stretch for both of these teams since they last won a championship. When Covington joined the league in 2001, they've been in the league since 2001. Their last championship was in 2011. Staunton's last championship was in 1999. So both of these teams really looking forward to getting another shot at a glorious championship here in the Shenandoah Valley. Barrio is going to stay in for the Braves. Don't see anyone warming up for Staunton in the bullpen just yet. Jason Bello is going to get the lead off for the top of the fifth here. Covington down 2 runs, looking to get back in this game. I mean, so far, their pitching's been pretty good. They just got to light the bats up a little bit, and we could have a really, really close ball game right here. As competitive as it is, as that is a 0-1 count, tip off the bat for Jason Bello. The 0-1, called strike 2, caught looking. The 0-2, just a bit outside, 1-2. As I was talking about league history, I think somebody down there won a t-shirt. So, fans tonight having a lot of chances to win a lot of cool stuff. Some drip, that they might say. Really looking forward to seeing what they give out for the rest of the season. 1-2 pitch. Made contact off the glove of... It's going to get off the glove of the second baseman, Lincoln Pack. Man, he had it right there. So Bello is going to be safe at first.
Now batting number 2, Freddie Oquendo.
Freddie Oquendo up next. For Covington, 1 man on base. Swing and a miss. 0-1 count. You know, for late May, there is an awful lot of people here having to wear hoodies because of the wind chill. As Bello tries to steal second and a bunt. They're going to stay at second. Are they going to keep him? Both runners stay safe. Bello goes to second. And we have a runner in scoring position. And no outs for Covington. Covington back at the top of their lineup. Denix and Suarez. Third time's around. Maybe third time's the charm. Maybe this is the time he can drag a run in for Covington as that ball goes foul, 0-1 count. 0 outs for Barrio. The 0-1. And it's a bunt. Will that be enough? No, it won't. So Suarez going to be called out at 1, but advances runners to third and second base. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Covington as Jendy Gonzalez comes up for another hit. The shortstop, Miami-Dade College, Miami native, as Barrio gets a called strike 1 on the first pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the wrist, which loads the bases with just 1 out. So Barrio's going to be in a little bit of a pickle here. And we will see what the Staunton management staff has to do about that. It looks like they're going to keep him in. Barrio, strong early in the game. With the 0-0. And he hit by pitch again. And that's going to walk a runner in. So it is a 1-2 ball game. Covington getting their first run of the night off of 2 back-to-back hit by pitches. Mound meeting for Barrio. Willie Mendez up to bat. With bases loaded again, just 1 out. We've seen a lot of strong fielding tonight from multiple Braves. So we're looking to see if they can potentially get out of this situation that they put themselves in. There's a lot of, it seems like their bats are really starting to get hot with bases loaded. Obviously 2 of them were hit by pitches. But again, Staunton's fielding tonight has been on point. So we're really looking forward to see what happens in this situation. Another Miami native up to bat, Mr. Willie Mendez. Another Miami-Dade College, as that's a called first ball. This is a reminder that Valley Baseball League is partially funded by a donation from Major League Baseball. Couple Braves that have had fantastic Major League Baseball careers, as that gets over the shortstop's head. 1 run scores. Here comes 2. Safe. Covington LumberJacks take a 3-2 lead. And you got to think, if you're Staunton, this has to be the end for Barrio. You have a runner in scoring position, still 1 out. Looks like Staunton, as that's called a ball. Looks like Staunton's warming up another Duke, Griffin Madden, up in their bullpen. Junior from Cumberland, Maryland, James Madison University. James Madison had some great pitching performances this year as it bounces off of Pax again. They're going to hold the runner at third. So bases are loaded once again. Scores board is calling it an error. You know, when it bounces off your chest like that, that's just a brutal bounce. Like, to a point, you can only have such good reaction time before that really sets in. Hit deep into right field, and he's not going to finish the catch. 1 run scores. And now we got a little bit of a pickle here. Are they going to force him out? No, he's going to stay safe at first base. So the bases are still loaded as Covington scores another run. So just like that, what an eventful top of the fifth for both teams. Cumberland has been kind of quiet with the bats all night. And just like that, they have put their pedal on the gas. Put their foot on the gas. My apologies. Maybe I'm not too good with my figurative language. That's something I can work on. 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Looked a little bit inside, and I think they're going to call that a ball. 1-1 count. Barrio trying to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled off 1-2. Here's the pitch. A little bit high. It's going to be an even count. Victor Lopez trying to score a couple more runs for the LumberJacks. Here's the pitch. Strikeout. So that's going to be out number 2. Nice strikeout from Barrio. As Jason Bello, the Fort Myers kid, back up to bat. Empty pitch count. Called ball 1-0. Jason Bello has had a fantastic eye tonight. He seems to get on base, and he notices walks very well. Barrio, it's a pitch. Deep right field again. And the ball is dropped again. 1 run scores. Here comes a second. And they're going to leave runners at first and second. There seems to be a little bit of a commotion. Okay, so they're sending 1 runner back to third base. So it'll be runners at second and third. Pardon me, bases are loaded, but only 1 run has scored instead of 2. So it is a 5-2 Covington lead. So a dramatic change of events in this top of the fifth. A completely different ballgame than what we've been seeing the past couple innings. I don't know what kind of clouds those are up above our stadium, but they are gorgeous. New pitcher out here, and Barrio's day is over for Staunton. Griffin Madden from James Madison will be coming into the game for the Braves. Cumberland, Maryland native. Had some standout moments this year with James Madison. Blessed to have the opportunity to get a chance to follow them along this season. Apologies, we had a correction earlier. It is 6-2 ball game. Runners on second and third. But for Staunton, a middle reliever like Griffin Madden has the chance to absolutely shut down some Covington bats. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike one, even count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside, 2-1 count. Here comes Madden with the 2-1 pitch. Hit fair down the third baseline. Looks like they called it foul. Just crossed the white line before it got to the third base. Two-two. 2-2. Upstairs. Full count. Here's the full count pitch. In the dirt. So bases are loaded once again as Madden walks his first batter of the night. We had a chance to see Denix and Flores once again this inning, so Covington's back at the top of their lineup. Madden with the pitch, tipped off foul. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. Just as gorgeous of a night as it was a morning and an afternoon here at John Moxley Stadium. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 1-2. To try and finish out the side, outside, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So Madden ends the top of the fifth for Staunton. And Covington had a ridiculous amount of offense. Completely flipped the game, 150. Going into the bottom of the fifth. We'd like to thank another one of our sponsors this weekend, H&R Contractors. Thank you for everything you do for Staunton Braves baseball. Jeffrey Furman still out there for Covington. Had a nice little outing in his couple at-bats. Couple batters that he faced back in the fourth. Looking forward to do the same thing here at the bottom of the fifth. Man, it's almost like we're watching two different baseball teams halfway through. For both, I mean, that fits for both of these teams' narratives. We've really seen a flip, and it's interesting to see. I can't wait to see how this thing ends. Please, if you have any free time at all tomorrow, come on out to our home game. Back at it again tomorrow, May 31st, 7:30 p.m. versus the Waynesboro Generals. Going to be a fantastic matchup all around. Music at the Moxie will also be here. We have the Goodman Band performing here at the Moxie, 5 p.m. before the game. So get here early, get some food, listen to some fantastic music. As we go into the bottom of the fifth here, my name is Ethan Dufresne. Once again, it is a blessing to be with you guys this evening. As Ryan Fluharty fouls off the first pitch of his at-bat. Smokes one, deep center field. That puppy is long gone. Ryan Fluharty deep into the trees, literally in the deepest part of the ballpark. And just like that, it only took 2 swings for Staunton to show that, hey, we can still hit the baseball. This game is not over. What a remarkable home run from Ryan Fluharty. And the second one for the Braves tonight. As Lincoln Pack gets hit on the first pitch of his at-bat. Didn't even get the chance to say what's up to my man. He's already on first base. Cooper McDaniel up next. Umpires having a little conversation about something. Still not entirely sure what the umps are having a conversation over. Could potentially be around the potential of the idea that the fact that Jeffrey Furman gave up a home run and immediately hit the pitcher. Now that's obviously a ridiculous and bold statement. But sometimes those conversations have to be had. But surely it was a mistake, and he can continue playing in this game. And it looks like the umps are all set, so whatever they were having a conversation about, we're ready to continue playing ball. Cooper McDaniel, the Arkansas boy, Pensacola State College. Runner on first base. McDaniel gets a pitch deep in the dirt. Doesn't swing at it. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Down again. 2-0 count. Here's Fenton again. Hit by McDaniel, popped up. But Pack is going to stay safe at first base. So just one out as Wyatt Pfeiffer, the third baseman, is back up to bat. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 1. The even count. Down again. Gets away from the catcher real quick, but gets resettled. 2-1 count. Across the board tonight, these catchers have been fielding fairly well, as another pickoff for Covington does not work. One of the biggest stories of the night, one of the sleeper stories of the night, I might add. The pickoffs for Covington, getting crucial outs in a fantastically executed fashion. Pfeiffer gets another ball, so it is going to be a 3-1 count. Try to pick off play again. Calls him safe. Pack will stay on first base. Still a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tipped off, fouled, full count for Wyatt Pfeiffer. Staunton looking to potentially get a runner in scoring position on this pitch. Called strike 3. So Fenton gets a strikeout under his belt. Quietly shutting down Staunton batters after the monstrous home run by Fluharty that he gave up earlier in this side of the inning. Jamison back up to bat. Takes the 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swinged. Bobbled by the first baseman, but that's going to be an easy force out. And that is the end of the 5th inning here at Moxie Stadium. So, although there was a deep home run from Ryan Fluharty for Staunton, they're still down 3 runs. I mean, as impressive of a play that was, you got to get guys on base. You got to get bats flying to have a shot at getting back into this game. Griffin Madden is going to come back out for Staunton. Had a nice little end to finish out an inning for Staunton that was completely flipped this game 180. Thanks again to Van Fossen Rentals for being one of tonight's sponsors. Thank you for everything you do for Staunton Braves baseball. And the Braves would like to give a huge thank you to Dave Brooks Electric for donating their equipment so that they can complete the backstop netting project that you can see behind home plate tonight on our stream. Could not have been done without their hospitality and their generosity. So thanks again to Dave Brooks Electric for everything that they do for Staunton baseball and keeping our home fans, our fans here at the ballpark, as safe as possible to enjoy this fantastic evening and this fantastic ball game. So the Cumberland, Maryland native back out here for the Braves to pitch out.
For the LumberJacks.
Top of the sixth inning, we're getting a 0-1 count for the LumberJacks infielder, Jendy Gonzalez, playing shortstop tonight. Gonzalez takes a nice ball, 1-1 even count. Almost hits him inside, 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. This is a 3-1 count. The 3-1. Blooped in the infield. Can he beat it? Called out. What a beautiful fielding play for Jackson Ingram. A beautiful throw. Said some of these kids in this league can throw a baseball. We've seen some fantastic fielding opportunities all across the board tonight from both teams. Just fantastic, hard-fought, competitive baseball. And that's what we love to see here in the Shenandoah Valley. Called strike one for Blake Opal, Clearwater, Florida native. Blake Opie, my apologies, Hillsborough Community College. Hits it deep left field. Blooped. Had a little bit of air under it. So it's going to be a pop out. It's going to be out number 2. And Staunton starting to retire the batters fast.
Now batting number 10, Willie Mendez.
Willie Mendez up to bat. Trying to get some hits on the board for Covington. Swings and misses on the first pitch. The 0-1. Check swing. They're going to call a strike. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Ball is called high. 1-2 count. The 1-2. Called high again. Even count. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Griffin Madden finishes the side with a nasty strikeout. And Staunton leaves Covington scoreless in the top of the 6th. like to thank the organization who is feeding our Braves players, coaches tonight, Premier Lawn and Landscape. If you or anyone you know might be interested in providing a post-game meal for the Braves players and coaches, please come to see Miss Joyce the next time you are at a Staunton Braves game.
Goes to RP again.
Someone else just won something.
Again.
There's intern Ben down there, informing the crowd. Still think, just reminiscing a little bit on how we've had the game go so far. I think hopefully I need to watch the film back later, but maybe the Dizzy Race commentary might be LinkedIn worthy. Who knows? We'll deliberate that at a later date. But we're having a fantastic time tonight. My name is Ethan Dufresne. Going to be with you for every single Braves home game on the feed. And it is an honor to be with you guys tonight. Absolutely having a blast up here. We've got a fantastic ball game. Looking forward to seeing how this one finishes out. So Fennon's going to stay out there for Covington. Wyatt Campbell is going to get the leadoff here in the bottom of the sixth for the Braves as he swings and misses on an 0-1. You know, something else you think about that doesn't necessarily come to mind is how clutch our host families are here in Staunton and across Valley Baseball. Those who elect to hold our players in their homes, as Campbell hits one into center field and it's a fly out, out number one. But yeah, as I was saying, we really need to take a moment and appreciate our host families. Obviously, a lot of these players don't live in the state of Virginia or the Commonwealth of Virginia, and they need a place to stay. And housing is expensive, and the fact that these host families volunteer to host these kids and have them stay under their wing while they're playing Valley League Baseball is truly extraordinary. So I would just like to give a shout out to all the host families out there across the Valley Baseball League. So we have a 1-0 count, turning into a 2-0 count for Willie Mendez. Guys like Willie Mendez can't commute from Miami to Staunton like that. So we appreciate everybody here who is a host family. It's going to be down in the dirt again, a 3-0 count. We got a young man in the front row who is wearing a fantastic t-shirt. It says, "Most Eligible Bachelor." I might need to buy that on Amazon as soon as I get home. As Willie Mendez goes for a walk, and we have a runner on first base. Going to be a meeting on the mound for Theron. Miami-Dade Community College kid has had a pretty good outing so far for the start of his season with the Covington LumberJacks. Jackson Ingram, Stanton kid, back up to bat. Runner on first base. Here's the pitch. Takes a nice strike one
Jackson Ingram
from
back
Furman.
to the Braves.
Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. Gets away from him. Runner's going to stay at first. So it's going to be an even count. 1-1. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1 count. The 2-1. Ingram hits it deep. Right fielder's going to get under it. 2 outs. That one looked like it had a little bit of potential. And again, even though that one didn't land,
45, Ryan Price.
Stanton is hitting these balls deep near the wall. We're seeing some legitimate power tonight from Stanton. Could this be a trend that we will see the rest of the season? We will see. As Ryan Price takes a ball. 1-0 count. Still runner on first. Still 6-3. Bottom of the 6th. The 1-0. Taken 2-0. Here goes Furman. Down again. 3-0 for Ryan Price. Westchester, Pennsylvania native playing his ball at St. Joseph's University. Call ball 4. So now Staunton has a runner in scoring position and 2 men on base. With Fluharty coming back up.
Now batting number 17, Ryan Fluharty.
Fluharty with a deep home run earlier off of Furman. Looking to do that again to potentially tie this game up at 6 apiece. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt, 1-0. See, if you're Furman here, I wouldn't give Fluharty anything directly in the strike zone. I feel like the way he's been hitting the ball tonight, he's been smoking them deep. Outside again, 2-0. Fans not too happy with that call. Still 2. 1-1 count. Down in the dirt, it's going to be 2-1. Fluharty playing his ball at South Carolina, upstate. Fluharty hits it. Force out at first base. Fluharty is forced out. That is going to be the end of the 6th inning as we go to the top of the 7th. Staunton still down 3. Top of the 7th we go. Now it's getting really cold because the blankets are coming out. As we have Two ladies out here sitting on these sofa chairs. Got the best seat in the house for a fantastic ball game. Griffin Madden is going to stay out there for Staunton. Looking to keep the lead at 3. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but tonight's uniform combination is fantastic. I'm loving the Carolina blue, the light teal, I guess is what that is, from Covington. And obviously, Staunton's historic uniforms with the fantastic little feather thing on the sleeves. Loving the uniform combination tonight. All across the field. Even the umpires have a fantastic uniform tonight. I'd like to thank our another sponsor for this evening, H&R Contractors. Thank you for everything you do for Staunton baseball. So Madden starting out the top of the 7th. Called ball 1. Called strike 1. Even count. Tipped off the bat of Trevor Murray for a 1-2 count. Called strikeout of Trevor Murray. Griffin Madden gets another. First out. Edwin Melendez coming up to bat. Kissimmee native, junior. Lake Sumter Community College player. Here's the pitch. Called just a bit outside, 1-0. The 1-0 count. Swung on and missed. 1-1. What I'm starting to see from all these Covington catchers, they have, well, catchers who are their main position. Some of them are playing a little bit out of position tonight. They swing aggressively. I've seen Denixon Suarez swing a lot. I've seen Edwin Melendez swing a lot. I've seen Victor Lopez swing a lot. There's Melendez swinging again for another foul ball. 1-2 count. The 1-2. Check swing. Called a strike. So a strikeout on Edwin Melendez. And Madden gets his second strikeout of the side of the inning. Can he strike out all 3 innings? All 3 batters this inning. There's Madden again. Strike 1. Victor Lopez. Here comes the 0-1. Off the catcher's glove. Called a ball. Even count. The 1-1. Called another ball. 2-1 count. The 2-1. Called strike 2. Got the count back even again. 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 balls. 2s across the board except the score. The 2-2. Check swing. Called a ball. 3-2 full count. Full count, pitch. Swung on and missed as Griffin Madden strikes out the side for Staunton. What a remarkable couple batters for So it's a new pitcher out here for the Covington LumberJacks. Number 9, Randy Bailey out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Playing for Luna Community College. Far away from home for that young man. Looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table for the LumberJacks. As we enjoy our first 7th inning stretch of the season here at beautiful, beautiful, beautiful John Moxley Stadium in Staunton, Virginia. Birthplace of Woodrow Wilson, I came to find out. You know, a city with so much charm and a ballpark with so much charm. For a summer league baseball team, this is the place to be, man. This is a fantastic place to play some baseball and a fantastic place to show your skill to the rest of the country. So leading off batting for Staunton is number 5, Lincoln Pack. Got hit by pitches last time out.
Leading off for the Braves, number 5, Lincoln Pack.
Mount Morris, Pennsylvania native. And it is a 1-0 count for Randy Bailey in his first pitch of the season. The 1-0. High again, 2 balls for Randy Bailey. The 2-0 pitch. As Pack hits it, is it going to go over his head? No, what a fantastic catch. By Freddie Okendo. A remarkable catch in outfield. Had to reach out for it a little bit. First out of the inning for Staunton. As Wyatt Campbell, no, my apologies, Cooper McDaniel is up next for Staunton with a 1-0 count. Hits it, bloops it, pop out to the shortstop, and that is 2 outs fast for Randy Bailey. Getting it done when his team needs it. Here comes Wyatt Pfeiffer. Has had a pretty good Braves debut. Looking to help his team put on some runs here in the later half of the inning, of the game, as Pfeiffer hits it foul, near the parking lot, outright. 0-1 count. The 0-1. Called strike 2. Caught looking. And Randy Bailey has a chance to finish off the side here pretty fast. The 0-2. Hit by Pfeiffer. It's going to bloop into mid-left field. Shallow left field, and that's going to be a nice little single for Wyatt Pfeiffer. First hit given up by Randy Bailey on the day. And the Braves are on base. Aaron Jamison up for 2 at bat. Bailey gives the pitch behind Jamison. First ball. 2 outs, 1 man on base. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Runner stays at first base. 2-0 for Jamison. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. 2-1 count. The 2-1. In the dirt. 3-1. Pitch count. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. Full count. Potentially the end of the 7th. Which would leave another runner stranded on base for Staunton when they need it the most. The 3-2. Called high. So a runner's going to move into scoring position. And we have a runner on first and second. Wyatt Campbell coming up to bat.
Now batting for the Braves.
Empty count. Fouled back. 0-1. The 0-1. Called strike 2. The 0-2 count. Campbell hits it into shallow left field, and it's dropped! That's going to score a run off an E6 for Staunton. Cutting the lead down to just 2 for the LumberJacks.
Now batting.
Ty Galuski, the catcher, out here with the tying run at first base. Called strike 1. So Randy Bailey has had a good outing so far, even though he didn't give up the earned run. Oh! As Ty popped up, he dropped it. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. We have a tie ball game. Just like that. And Staunton has come all the way back down 4. What a beautiful hit by Ty Galuski. And the go-ahead run is in scoring position at second base. Jackson Ingram is now up to bat. First pitch. Called strike 1. You already have one. Here's the 0-1. Called strike 2. The 0-2. Called strike 3. So Randy Bailey ends the inning with a strikeout after giving up 2 runs and an error on a third. We have a tie ball game going into the top of the 8th, folks. We have seen this roller coaster of offense and defense for both Covington and Staunton. Really looking forward to see how this one finishes out. I'd like to thank one of tonight's sponsors for our game, H&R Contractors. Thank you for everything you do for Staunton Braves baseball. We would also like to give a huge thank you to Dave Brooks Electric for donating their equipment so we can complete this netting project here at the back. Thank you for keeping our fans safe. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for protecting the fans of Braves baseball and us up here. I don't think it is a real fact that if that net was not there, a pop-up could be heading straight towards my face, which none of us want that. So thank you to Dave Brooks Electric for keeping us safe tonight, up here in the booth and down in the stands. So as we go into this top of the 8th, I really have no idea what to expect from this game. We could literally be seeing any player, any team, any pitching performance stand out. Early, it was the idea of pickoffs and elite fielding and a couple bloopers to give Staunton the lead. And ever since then, it's been pretty much power hitting and hit by pitches across the board. Big home runs from Staunton, up against the wall, base hits, causing a lot of these runs, getting that ball deep into the outfield for base runners at ease. And that's part of the reason why we have a 6-6 ball game right now. Madden stays in for the Braves as his first pitch goes 1-0 to Jason Bello, leading off for the LumberJacks here in the top of the 8th. The 1-0. Inside. 2-0. Madden with the 2-0 pitch. Tipped off and fouled. 2-1. Ball is caught out. Bello was not fast enough. What a fantastic throw by Jackson Ingram. My apologies. Jackson Ingram. Another fantastic throw for him tonight. Down at shortstop for the Braves. First out.
Now batting
Freddie Oquendo gets another shot at the plate for the LumberJacks. As Madden's first pitch goes high, ball 1. The 1-0. Tipped off and fouled by Oquendo. From Hialeah, Florida, sophomore, plays his college ball at Dodge City Community College. Madden with the 1-1. Called strike 2. 1-2 count. The 1-2. Called strike 3. What a day it has been for Griffin Madden, the JMU Duke. Denison Suarez back up to bat, back at the top of the order for the LumberJacks. 2 outs, no men on base. Madden with the pitch. Suarez has to duck from that one. 1-0. Madden with the pitch. Ball's outside again, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Called strike 1. The 2-1. Hit near second base. Murphy's going to get it. Ingram's going to get it again. The throw was there. Campbell's feet were not going to be safe. Called an error. Correction, they will be calling that a base hit. So, 1 man on first base for the Covington LumberJacks. LumberJacks. Madden with the pitch. Down low. Ball 1. Out to Jendy Gonzalez. Miami native. Trying to take the lead back. Fouled off against the netting. 1-1 even count. But a base. Looks like Suarez. Looks like Suarez tried to steal a base there, but to no avail. Foul ball. Got to go back. Here's the 1-1. Tipped up right above our booth for a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2. Hits Madden in the chest, the leg area. The throw is off. Suarez is going to go to third, and they are going to stay there. Runners on the corners for Covington. And just like that, we have a runner in scoring position for the LumberJacks. Blake Opie is up to bat, looking to bring in that man from third and take the lead back after a tremendous comeback from Staunton in the bottom of the 7th. Madden trying to keep his composure here. He's had a great day so far. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. The 0-1. Ball inside. 1-1. The 1-1. Ball got lost from Goluski for a little bit there, but all runners stay. It's going to be a ball, 2-1 count. The 2-1. Hit by Oakby. Popped up. And finally, a pop-up has been caught in this game.
Can I have your attention, everyone? Six, two.
They're announcing a 50-50 raffle winner. Wonder how much money that guy won. Congratulations to the lucky fan who's taking home a little bit of cash tonight. Only to make this night only even a little bit sweeter. Going into the bottom of the 8th, we're still tied. Fantastic game unraveling here. Fans getting hyped to Hooked on a Feeling. Love to see some crowd energy out here in gorgeous Staunton, Virginia. Randy Bailey's going to stay out there for the LumberJacks on the mound. I'd like to thank one of our sponsors tonight, H&R Contractors. Thank you for everything you do for the Valley Baseball League and the Staunton Braves specifically. Also, I'd like to thank Premier Lawn and Landscape for feeding the Braves players and coaches tonight. If you have any interest in doing that or helping volunteer for that in the future, please contact Miss Joyce. Bottom of the 8th up here. Standing back up to bat. Ryan Price leading it off once again. Took an 0-1. Called high. Even count. Ones. The 1-1. Swung on, made a little bit of contact. Makes the throw. What a fantastic throw by the LumberJacks catcher, Denixon Suarez.
Now batting, Ryan Fluharty.
First out. And here comes out back Ryan Fluharty. Looking to recreate that deep home run he made earlier in the game. Trying to take that lead back that they had earlier in this game against Covington. The 0-0. Called high. 1-0. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Make that 3-0. The 3-0. Called ball 4. So a man on first base for Staunton. So Lincoln Pack back at the top of the order for Staunton with a man on base late in this game, bottom of the 8th. Randy Bailey as Pack pops it up in shallow left field, and that ball is brought in. Second out of the inning. Cooper McDaniel's up next.
Now batting, Cooper.
First pitch thrown inside to Cooper McDaniel. The 1-0. That one's high. Ball 2. Called strike 1. What a great pitch. 2-1 count. You know, outside of the couple earned runs, Randy Bailey has really made a name for himself tonight. Overall, he's not playing too bad. He's had some fantastic strikeouts, good pitches. He's tricking Staunton into swinging. 3-1 count. Here's the 3-1. Campbell hits it. Blooper. As the runner, he's going to go to third. Is he going to catch him? And he is out. What a beautiful fielding play by Covington. And that's going to end the inning. So we're going in the top of the 9th, all tied up still. Please come back out tomorrow, May 31st, versus the Waynesboro Generals. You can get your free tickets for tomorrow's ball game at Centera, Henry Funeral Home, Premier Moving, or Chick-fil-A. Also, we're having a band come on out, Music at the Moxie, our first promotional night of the season, tomorrow, May 31st. Before the game, we've got the Goodman Band coming out at 5 p.m. Please come out, get some food, listen to some great music, and then watch a fantastic baseball game that I'm hoping will be even better than the one we're seeing tonight, which is going to be hard to beat, but I have confidence. So Madden is still going to stay in the game for the Braves. Madden has been strong as of late. After a disastrous inning for the Braves back in the 5th, Madden's really held the fort down and has contributed highly into their comeback in this game. Still tied at 6. Willie Mendez is going to lead off for the start of the ninth for Covington. Ball's in the dirt. 1-0 count. The 1-0. Hit. What a beautiful throw by Pfeiffer for the force out from third. Velocity on that ball. I can hear that thing steaming from up here. First out. Trevor Murray up next for Covington. Hillsborough Community College player. He's looking to get a runner on base here for the LumberJacks. Called strike one on Madden's pitch. The 0-1. Called strike two. The 0-2. Saying the check swing went through. It's going to be strike three. Called another strikeout for Madden. Man, what a day. 2 outs. With Edwin Melendez coming up. First pitch called strike one. The 0-1. Called strike two. The 0-2. Tipped off and foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Call strike three. And Griffin Madden does it again. And now the Braves have a chance to walk it off here in the bottom of the ninth. Linda Kaufman just won a raffle. What a congratulations to her out here in the crowd. Hope she's having a wonderful day. Hope her family is having a wonderful day here at the ballpark. Not much better than a baseball game. As Enter Sandman blares through the stadiums. Might as well be in Blacksburg at this point. So bottom of the ninth, Randy Bailey is still in this game for Covington. Wyatt Pfeiffer up to bat for the Braves, trying to end it here and prevent it from coming to extra innings. Both these teams fighting to start the season 1-0 with a perfect record. As Pfeiffer hits it, that's going to go through the shortstop's gloves. And a leadoff single for Wyatt Pfeiffer to get the Braves started here in the bottom of the ninth. Aaron Jamison up next for Staunton. One man on base. Wyatt Piper can run. So, just a little bit of a blooper. You can advance the bases fast. And the ball gets out from under him. The throw will not be made at second. Wyatt Piper, like I said, this kid can run. Piper gets a stolen base, and now we have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the ninth for Staunton. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Even count, 1-1. The 1-1. Popped up. Can they make a play on it? Yes, they can. Piper's going to stay at second, out number 1. Wyatt Campbell up to bat for Staunton. As Piper steals third. 1-0 count for Campbell. A little blooper to right field here. If it's deep enough, that could be ball game. Randy Bailey staying in his game.
10, Ty Galuski.
Galuski, the catcher, back up to bat. First pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. The 0-2. Foul ball. Stays 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Hits him. So runners on the corners. Still one out. Jackson Ingram, the hometown kid, has an opportunity to win it for the hometown team right here. First pitch. Called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Called high. 1-1, even count. Bases are loaded, 1 out. The 1-1, tipped foul. The 1-2 pitch. Called ball 2. And Jackson Ingram gets an even count. Two. Ball's called high. Full count. Another ball walks the game off for Staunton. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Bases stay loaded. 2 outs.
Now batting, Ryan Price.
Ryan Price. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Randy Bailey back against the wall. Price called strike 1. Stealing home! And it's safe! Wyatt Pfeiffer steals home for the walk-off Braves win! In dramatic fashion! Caught Randy Bailey off guard! And Wyatt Pfeiffer, the JMU Duke, wins the game for Staunton. After Staunton was down 6-2 at one point during this game, they score 5 consecutive, 5 unanswered, with the winning run that puts Staunton 1-0 on the year, stealing home. And the home fans go home happy. Man, what a fantastic game we saw tonight. All across the board. We saw fantastic fielding. We saw deep home runs. A walk-off stolen home base. This game was action-packed from beginning to end. And I cannot wait to see what both of these teams have in store for the rest of the season. What a fantastic game. So your final score tonight, Covington LumberJacks 6, Staunton Braves 7. We will see you tomorrow, May 31st, back here at John Moxley Stadium when the Staunton Braves take on the Waynesboro Generals. Please come out 5 p.m. for music on the Moxie. The Goodson Band coming out. Come on, listen to some music, have a good time, bring your family out to the ballpark for another fantastic Braves baseball game that will be occurring tomorrow. One last time, we'd like to thank tonight's sponsors, the Van Fossen Rentals and H&R Contractors, for everything that they do for Staunton Braves baseball. The Braves would also like to give a huge thank you to Dave Brooks Electric for donating their equipment so that we could complete the backstop netting project. We could not have done it without your generosity. Thank you for keeping the fans and the players safe at John Moxley Stadium. We'd like to also thank the organization who is feeding the Braves tonight, Premier Lawn and Landscape. Thank you for being so generous with your opportunity to feed our players and coaches. If any one of you guys, anybody in your family, anybody watching right now, interested in providing a post-game meal for the Braves players and coaches, you may go talk to Miss Joyce to get you volunteering. So that's it from me tonight. My name's Ethan Dufresne from John Moxley Stadium. It has been an absolute pleasure calling this game tonight. And we will see you tomorrow, whether it's at the ballpark or on the stream, back here at John Moxley Stadium. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. Take care.